Hello everyone. Welcome to this video on how to connect data using Azure SQL Data Warehouse Data Connectors in Bold Reports. I will show you how to connect and retrieve data from a data source using the Azure SQL Data Warehouse Data Connector, and how to integrate the retrieved data into a table report item. First, let's create a new report. Create a new report, and name it Azure SQL Data Warehouse Data Report. To learn how to create your first report, check the link given in this video's description. Now, let's create a data source using the Azure SQL Data Warehouse Data Connector. Click the data icon in the configuration panel. And click the New Data button. In the Data Sources configuration panel, choose the Azure SQL Data Warehouse connection type. The name field is for the name of the data source. I enter the data source name, customer details. In the server name field, I enter the server name field value. In the username field, I enter the username. I enter the password in the password field. I enable the Save Password option to embed the credentials within the report. I click the drop-down icon in the database field to select the database from the Azure SQL Data Warehouse. I select the Northwind database from the list of databases displayed in the drop-down. To connect the data source with the connection string, click Advanced Options. The name field, username, password field, and Save Password options are auto-filled from the basic options. Enter the connection string in the appropriate field. Here, you can see the connection string value filled from the basic pane. Connection strings are the text representations of connection properties for a data provider. If the database is on your local computer, specify connection strings like this. If the database is located in any other server domain, specify the connection string with credentials like this. If the database is located in any other server domain, specify the connection string without credentials like this. Next, select the type of authentication to authenticate the Azure SQL Data Warehouse remote server. The SQL Server authentication type is selected, by default, and asks you to enter a username and password. The prompt authentication type shows a prompt that allows the user to enter the username and password while previewing. The none authentication type is used when the authentication details are provided in the connection string. Now, let's connect to the database and create a dataset. In the Basic Option pane, I click the Connect button. The Query Designer page will open. The Query Designer contains a schema area, Query Designer surface, toolbar, and preview area. The Query Designer surface is where you set up queries. It contains both graphical and text-based modes to create SQL queries easily. I changed the name field value to Customer Data Set. For this demo, I am going to add a customer table. To do this, I expand the DBO from the schema area. And then I expand the tables. I drag the customers from the schema area to the Query Designer. I click Generate Preview. The preview of the customer table will be shown. Click the Finish button. And the dataset will be created. When expanding the dataset, you will see the fields present in it. Now, let's add a table report item and assign values to it. Drag the table from the item panel to the design area. Add the necessary columns. Assign a value to the header row. And format it. Assign values to the data row. And format them. Click the Preview button in the top panel. You will see the values retrieved from the database and displayed in the table report item. In this video, I have shown you how to create a data source using the azure-sql-data-warehouse-data-connector, and how to add the retrieved data to a table report item in Bold Reports. Stay tuned to this channel for our upcoming videos on Bold Reports. Don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.